Today is June 27th, 2023. It has occurred to me that there are a couple of things that needs to be discovered. One of them is the reason to buy, and the other is reason to sell. Now, that can be swapped around based on the trade entries that I have. It seems to be like the yin and the yang of day trading. So I can flip that around and use it like if I'm in a trade, then I can have a reason to buy, which means that if I have a sell position, then I can close it out and essentially make it as a buy. So then there are. So if I were to look at sizing, bet sizing. Now the bet sizing is going to determine up to a certain point how much the trade is going to impact the overall market environment. But if I'm trading a very small account, the trade size doesn't really matter that much. Okay? It doesn't matter that much. Now, the considering the risk tolerance of a trade based on the fact that it's the money that is being parlayed into the trade can have an enormous emotional impact on the trade that I make. However, that can be all reasoned together into a single captured moment, captured item, which is called reason to sell. So in reality, if I look at it in a simplistic view of how trading is done, then I can look at it from the perspective of one, reason to buy, and then reason to sell. These are the two primary mechanisms that I need to be studying as much as possible. The professional day traders talk about beginners spending a lot of time figuring out the reasons to buy. What are the setups that are being looking for? So setup is essentially a consideration that is used to define the entry point. It is a reason. And so I've heard another professional day trader from S&P Capital talking about bag of tricks that they use. Those are the reasons for entry. And the yang part of the balancing act or a teeter-totter impact of day trading is essentially if I have the right reason to enter, that is only half the game. Then I have to look into the reasons why to sell, because a trade, just like today, the trade started to go up and then it reversed for some reason. So when that reverse occurs, then I need to exit the trade to preserve the gains that I made. And so there has to be an equally viable, equally weighted parts of having a complete solution to day trading, which is essentially having a plethora of reasons to get in, and then there has to be another equally potent formula for having a reason to exit a trade. And therefore, most of the time needs to be spent on spending and analyzing those two particular portions of what day trading is really about. So the reality is, I've been spending essentially trading without guidance of what I need to do as a day trader, which is essentially forgetting the fact that there has to be reasons to buy and reasons to sell. And the more and more I have within my portfolio of solutions that I can provide to the market, that I will have a greater and greater and greater opportunity to be. See, there's a bus right there. It's called B. Do you see it? It's Boise State University. B. Right there. Oh yeah, yeah. So to be a consistently profitable day trader, a consistently profitable day trader must spend time to figure out the reasons, just like the seasons, to being a consistently profitable day trader to make the right trades.